Okay, so the episode is called Rick, A Morty Well Lived, and this calls all the way back to Morty Night Run. This had Rick and Morty travelling to Blips and Chits, which was an arcade that had several games, including Roy, A Life Well Lived. This virtual reality simulation placed Morty in the shoes of Roy, and with him he lived out a life as a kid that turned into a college football player before he went to work at a carpet store. The episode is also filled with lots of movie callbacks, including Die Hard, with Summer taking on the role of John McClane. Now from here we cut to Summer sneaking around, and we get a scene that introduces the big bad. Played by Peter Dinklage, this character clearly riffs on Hans Gruber due to his suit, and the post-credit scene even introduces his brother, similar to what happened in Die Hard 3. His first scene involves him shooting someone in the head whilst at a table, and a similar thing happened with Hans to show how ruthless that he was in the first Die Hard movie. Summer finds a walkie-talkie similar to John McClane, and she also straps her gun over her shoulder like he did in the movie. Though Summer hasn't seen the movie, she quickly fits into the role of it, and Hans' character goes off on how it's now a stereotype. The film itself also had meta-commentary like this, with characters discussing how John thought that he was Roy Rogers, who'd come busting in and save the day. Roy Rogers was the one who coined the phrase yippee-ki-yay, and this of course got taken by McClane, who changed it to yippee-ki-yay motherf***. Summer changes this too.
Walkie-talkie die hard, motherfucker.
And we cut back to Roy, A Life Well Lived. We also see how the quest has lasted what appears to be decades, due to the fact that Rick is aging up. In Roy, A Life Well Lived, the same thing happened with the character, and over time his appearance became more like this. Now Martha herself could also be based on bugs from the Matrix Resurrections, and she has the same beauty spot that the character did. The entire cult is almost like the freed minds of that movie, and there's a lot going on with it. In some further nods to Die Hard, we get an alien standing on a table, spouting off dialogue. This is similar to the table scene in the movie, with a villain doing the same thing, and this gave John an opening to kill him. You also get the big bad reading a book called Nakatomi Paradigm. The tower in the movie was of course called Nakatomi Plaza. Han says he's going to wander the arcade unarmed, pretending to be a hostage, which was something that the character did in the original movie. They mention the Snyder Cut, and how 8% of that was Batman dreaming, with this playing on the nightmare scene. Batman Dreams also played a big part in BVS. I was wondering whether the Martha name was based on that too. I'll not do the why did you say that name bit because it's a bit played out. Now Morty says he hasn't seen the Snyder Cut, but hey, you've seen Batman v Superman though, right? Now cut back to Summer and we get this Die Hard reference.
You don't have to not do things that were done in Die Hard. You can shoot the glass. Shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass.
After realising she hasn't left the arcade because she has a reason to stay, we then get this scene.
Too much.
This is a callback to this.
Merry Christmas.
And similar how Hans took Holly hostage, he holds the pair at gunpoint. Martha goes back to her grandfather and she says she'll let her people go. She also says her name is Marta at this point, which has biblical roots and typically it means the lady. Back with Summer, we hear Hans drop this line.
And the quarterback, as they say, is toast.
Oh my god, the quarterback is toast.
They do some reverse psychology Die Hard stuff, with Summer denying that the ending is playing out in the exact same way. However, we get the weird pronunciation of motherfucker, and also the pair laughing together. Summer has taped a gun to her back though, and she pulls it as Rick and Morty leave the game. They wake up similar to Inception and get the upper hand. Whereas Cole arrived at the end to once more try and kill John, here Winslow kills Hans like how the real Winslow killed Cole, which kinda changes things up a bit, I guess. Showing that he does care, Rick pays to have the Roy game put into storage so that Marta can keep living her life, and we get a Raiders of the Lost Ark reference with it being put into a big storage hall. The post-credit scene features Hans' brother getting a character to wear a sign, similar to what happened to John at the start of Die Hard 3. No one is attacking him because it's a bit too generic, and the snow base itself might be a reference to either the one from Inception or the airport from Die Hard 2. Anyway, that ends the episode, and I thought this was another banger.